Are we live? What is up, Sunshine community? Welcome to the Kaff recap show with my good friend AverageTrey.
Hello, everyone.
Honestly, at this point, Trey should be introducing me because Trey's fucking famous, but
Oh, come on, man. It's your show, dude. We all know Kaff. He's so
yeah, pretty
sick.
much.
He got
Uh,
118.
I did. I got 118. I thought it only made sense to bring Trey on the first show because of we were the winners of the last tournament, so
Yeah,
it's
this
kind
is
of
we are team Livewire Aka, team Taffy Aka, team Livewire Taffy. We won the 2014 tournament pretty handily. And yeah, we're here to talk about some of the matches that have happened so far. So get excited for that.
very good introduction. It's the Livewire Taffy reunion, as I like to call it.
And we opted to not team this time because that would just be too OP. So we gave other teams a chance.
Yeah, that's
So we see it.
actually a good point.
I'm gonna stop watching the stream of myself because I like see myself delayed and it's like throwing me off.
Dude, I already closed the stream because I was
Yeah.
like, this is gonna freak me out too much. I'm not
I
gonna be
was
able to
I
watch
was getting
this.
freaked out, dude.
Yeah.
I'll put the chat over here.
There were
The
a ton of
chatto.
people who signed up for this tournament. Last tournament we had 8 teams, I think, total. This time we had 20.
No, it was 10.
Okay, 10 teams total. This time it was 28, 27,
29?
something like that.
Maybe
I think
28.
it's 28. I think it's no 29.
29,
It was
29. Yeah.
Okay,
There we go.
29 teams total. So that's like, 29 times 2. Quick maths. I can't do that in
58
my
people.
head. 58 people.
I got you, Kaff.
Yeah, that's why Trey's here.
So much greater numbers than last time, but as a result, of course, you can expect a few more forfeits, a few more dropping out of the tournaments to happen. We kind of expected that. Not too many happened though. We got most of our round 1 matches. They came through just fine. So yeah.
We've been having matches like rapid fire. We've already had 2 round 2 matches happen. And
People are just getting their stuff done. I'm proud, to be honest.
yeah. It also helps that there's no
I have
money
yet
on
to
the
do a
line.
match though.
Yeah, same. We both haven't done a match, so we're just kind of an
It
outsider.
sucks being a high seed. You can't do that many matches, man.
I know, and then like your second match is already a hard match, and you're like, I wish
I just want
had
to play
a
more games.
more games. All right, just throw your first match, then go to losers, and then
Yeah, that's
you get to play like 15 games.
Another thing about Livewire Taffy is that we lost the very first match of the previous tournament and made the most epic losers run of all time. It was
That's
epic.
true.
I don't think I'll do it again, but if it happened, I'd be willing to do it. So,
Dude, that was actually like, I don't know. I kind of didn't realize it when I was in the tournament, but we lost our first match and won the tournament. Like, I don't even like think
it
about
doesn't
that
get
sometimes.
it doesn't get more hype than that. Like,
Yeah,
looking back, I don't know how we did that.
yeah.
Because I feel like my like intuitive knowledge of how to do lockout and like what not to do was not as strong back then. So in
Mhm.
some cases we probably kind of lucked out in some spots, but what
feel like-
happened. So
I think the 2014-2015 tournament kind of really is like what kind of established the 2v2 lockout like metagame at that point. I think everyone was kind of a
Yeah.
noob before that.
yeah, definitely, especially me. Before that tournament, I would just sort of play lockout kind of like regular bingo, where you kind of like, oh, I'm gonna do this and do these 3 things at the same time and take care of all at the same time. But you don't want to do that on lockout. You want to like focus on 1 or 2 goals, make sure you get those. Otherwise, you're gonna get sniped left and right, no matter how good you are. So
I think
learn
it's
that.
actually kind of interesting because I think like so you had like a big burst of bingo activity like late 2014, 2015, which is kind of when like the lockout bingo metagame like developed, and then bingo like died, and then like Tones and Sniper and those people came back, and then they like figured out the bingo meta on their own, even though it had existed for a long time. And so I don't know, I think a lot of people, especially if you're a newer Sunshine player, don't really know like how long some of these people have actually been playing bingo, and like how long, like what the best teams are basically.
I can't believe like the last big tournament for this was like
I know.
almost 4 years ago. I'm getting old. We're getting old.
Super old.
Hell old. That was like anyone who was there for it can agree that was the best Sunshine tournament of all time, just overall. Not because we won, but because it was like ran really well. It went really smoothly. It was pretty hype, and yeah. So
Mm-hmm. All right, at this point, I think we're just gonna go straight into the actual recaps.
oh man, here we go.
The first match that happened in the entire tournament was Reed and Popo versus Berserk, Pixel, and Bryguy. Now, if you don't know much about Bingo, if you haven't been following it too well, you might think Reed and Popo will beat Berserk and Bryguy because Reed, really fast player. Popo, I think he's good, but I don't think his times are on the leaderboard because of SD card. I think he
Yeah,
runs.
honestly, I actually know nothing about Popo. To be
Yeah,
completely
same.
honest, I wish I did, but I don't. So
But Bryguy and Berserk, even though you might not know who they are, they're a legit team. Also, Bryguy got into Super Mario Sunshine speedrunning because of Bingo. Most people are like any percent runners.
that's
Mhm.
crazy to me.
Yeah. He watched like Sniper and Tones when they were doing their like lockouts pretty much daily, and that's how he
Mhm.
got into it. Berserk, I don't know as much about him, but Bryguy's
I
been
know
training.
Brad Guy told us that he's been training him. So
Mhm.
yeah, and also I think Berserk has like a 122 or something not in leaderboards. There's like so many people in this tournament not in leaderboards. I'm like thinking like what? Why
Yeah,
not? But oh well. We know what times they have, so that's what counts.
it's true.
I know we're gonna get to it later, but I'm just gonna say right now, or should I say what team I think is most slept on, or save it for later?
You can say it.
Braga Berserk, most slept on team. Hopefully, they're gonna make the most epic losers run of all time. I'm calling it.
I agree.
Yeah, because
All right.
me and Sid played them or slept on. Thank you, me. You know what I meant. Me and Sid and I, if we're gonna be grammar Nazis, faced them yesterday in a scrimmage, and let's just say it was double digits to double digits. It was close. It was a nail biter. So
Mhm.
we're the number one seed. They almost beat us. It was just that kind of proves it right there.
I watched Bryguy and Berserk. They played against Quan and Libre yesterday,
Hmm.
and Berserk got like sniped on like 3 goals at the end. Like it was basically him versus Paper racing for 3 goals, and they got sniped on all of them. They may have won if he was
Oh
just a little
man,
faster and got those goals. So it was a really close match.
and Quan is a force to be reckoned with.
Quan is
So
actually one of the best routers of Bingo, in my opinion.
he's also solid at the game, of course, and like
Yeah.
he's pretty consistent at the game as well. So
Hmm.
like whenever he races Sunshine, he always gets like a sub 120 after not playing the game for like 6 months. I don't know how he does it,
Yeah, he's
but
pretty consistent, which is important in Bingo, especially, I think.
that definitely comes from like the 2014 days when we would like race all the time. 'Cause, like we would race so much back then. We just built up so much consistency with racing, and nowadays you don't see it as much with that. But you know, old SRL.
Yeah. All right. So as you can see on this Bingo card, it was 13-7. Team Berserk winning, and the first goal that was clicked was 3 Fruit Lady blue coins. And pay attention to that because Fruit Lady's being clicked, and that team that clicked it first, being the losing team, is going to be a common team through these matches.
A common theme, you could say.
So pro tip, uh, usually don't want to get the Fruit Ladies first. It's really tempting goal though because like, oh man, I got to go 5 shines deep in a level to get my first goal. I don't want
Oh
to do that,
man.
but I can just unlock Bianco and get 3 Fruit Ladies. Well, first of all, Fruit Ladies are really slow, and yeah, it gives you
Unless
blue
you're me, of
coins,
course. No, I'm
but like,
kidding. They're pretty slow.
yeah, unless you're Trey. Dude, I was watching you scrim the other day though, and you messed up Durian Lady like.
We don't talk about that. I I threw pineapples into the basket without talking to her first, so that was exciting.
Ooh, that's a fail.
I was just so my brain was racing. I wasn't thinking. But yeah.
It's actually pretty hard because when you're doing bingo, one of my biggest mistakes is like just like entering a level I didn't mean to or something because I'm thinking too hard about the bingo and not like focused enough. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, I gotta go do Rico 4 reds, and then I just enter Rico 5, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
sometimes actually for everyone, like your gameplay definitely suffers because you're just thinking so much that you're just not even thinking about like how you're just playing the game in general. You're
yeah.
just like, oh, what am I gonna do next? Is this the best thing to do right now? And your gameplay just suffers as a result, inevitably.
Mhm.
But on the topic of three fruit ladies, that's not to say it's always a bad option because interestingly, in the scrim I did with Quaniza 2 days ago, it was actually a good idea to do 4 fruit ladies early on because there was like 10 and 15 blues in Delfino and like other early game stuff I could get. So I pretty much was like the random miscellaneous goal guy, and it worked out just because there were so many of those. That's a very rare case though. You just gotta be like aware of that. That could happen. And
Yeah.
rushing Pinna is not always the best option, even though typically it is. So
Mhm. If it's got good synergy with other Delfino blues, and there's 3 and 4 fruit ladies or something like that, then I think it's okay. But a lot of the time, the early game, you have like clear paths. Like it's like, oh, there's 3 goals in Rico, 3 goals in Bianca or whatever. And so you get those, you get red coins, you get secrets. And if you do fruit ladies first, you're just gonna fall behind in the race to pretty much everything just right off the start. So, but
and
if
if
you can get
there's
multiple
like
goals,
if there's like no goals in Serena or Noki, uh maybe a Pinna rush is not the best idea, even though it's tempting, like always. So
hmm
just keep that in mind. Just food for thought.
I think those are my favorite cards. Is ones where
Mhm.
like it's not just, oh, let me go to Pinna, let me go to Serena, let me go to
Yeah.
Noki.
Yeah, like the bread and butter bingo is like, okay, you rush Penna because there's like Delfino shines along the way, and then you just either do Rico, Bianco, or Gelato, depending on which has the most things, and that's how we're gonna do it, and then go from there. But that's not
Yeah.
always the best thing, so you just gotta be aware of that.
hmm
So what else? What other thoughts do you have on the first match of the tournament?
All right. So I'm gonna sadly to say to Popo, I'm gonna bully him slightly for the
Oh
next
man,
few minutes. So
Kaff's a savage.
he went to Pianta first, right? Or he went to Pianta really early on, and he started doing Pianta 2, and this leads us to highlight number 1, aka fail of Pianta 2.
Uh oh, I gotta see this.
For this because there are usually
So watch Popo on the top
really
left.
highly contested goals.
You're right.
Okay, I get the sign. I respect it. Side flip, not ideal there.
We got the
Oh wait,
right
I'm also delayed. I
goal
shouldn't say anything.
for Bianca. I'm not sure what else he's going
There's
to do
not
to
that much
get the
delay though.
right nozzle. So it's
There are a few options. Technically Noki, or even though it would be really late. There's not 5. There's
That's a
Rico 3.
yikes. Oh boy.
it's kind of awkward. Popo just lost the rest of
It's a big yikes.
Well,
My
he got
favorite-
some coins.
My
Yeah,
favorite part is
it-
at the
it's
end.
not
He just
too bad.
jumps up onto the big
Because
leaf
he's
on the
usually
top
live
of the
and wasting
tree,
time with this
and
death
then he
roll.
like slides down and rolls off to his death. And I'm like, what were you even doing going on that top leaf? Like, there's nothing to get up there. Like, there's not a blue
Um,
coin. Like, there's nothing.
My theory is that he wanted to make his death more spectacular than just talking to Piantissimo and dying on the spot. He wanted to go out in style,
He
so
just accepted it and then was like, yeah, I'm just
I
gonna.
may as well die in a cool way, you know? Why not?
Mm-hmm.
That's a rough thing to happen in a bingo, though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. All right. So after that, a little bit after that, we had the first controversy of the bingo tournament, aka Bry Guy's internet dying or computer crashing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I
computer
remember,
crash.
dude. Wait. Oh yeah, this was the first game. Yeah, that did happen the
Mhm.
first game. I was like, oh
Yeah.
no, the very first game. This is already happening. This is not gonna bode well. Yeah.
Bry Guy's computer crashed, and then that prompted a pause from all the players. And the luckily that happening made us more kind of conscientious of this in the future. The
Like this
players,
is what could happen any match. So
Yeah.
So, I could
the players
joke
didn't get
around
stopped
and say
instantly,
that,
and actually Bry Guy's teammate picked up a goal before he paused. But
Bryza
I'm not gonna
didn't
talk about
lose
that,
a
and
lot
it
of
probably wouldn't have
time,
changed the outcome. So
so controversial.
Yeah.
with the pause,
that's why I put controversial in
because,
quotes. Like no one really cares at the end of the day. But
Honestly, okay, I'm just glad that
a bit
like very
with,
shortly before this, maybe
when
like a couple days before, we me, Ice, and Rat sat together. Maybe some other, maybe you, Kaff, as well. We made like that big document of like all the rules of like, if this random thing happens, like internet going down, here's what we do. So we had like an established thing what to do. It wasn't arbitrary. So we were prepared for this like immediately, which was a good thing.
Yeah. And what was funny about the forced pause is Popo, the one on bowling, may have made a mistake on the pause screen. Roll highlight number 2.
Ooh, roll it.
2, 1, go.
So I could joke around and say
So
that
Popo, you know, he's getting ready to continue here.
team,
Oh, I remember this.
a driver didn't lose a lot of time, due to the pause.
He exit areas.
Oh,
Area.
NCSCJ, why? Popo cannot read that.
So instead of just pausing and continue on in Pianta, he exited area, and then I'm pretty sure he re-entered Pianta immediately and kept on going. I don't remember, but yeah.
So, was it like Brad guy who had like a slight advantage? Popo had a disadvantage because of that whole ordeal?
Yeah, but
I'm gonna
that was a
do the
Popo
command
fail.
continue.
That was all Popo's fault, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, not, I mean, what can you do?
Mm-hmm. But this match actually, I think it was 6-5 halfway through the bingo. It was 6-5 in favor of Reed Popo, but Team Berserk, with their superior late game knowledge, routed everything well and picked up everything else. And Team Repo could only get 2 more goals, so that was it. All right. Second match of the tournament. This was Pink Line, aka Pinkish and Deathline, versus NTCU Brothers Kona, Old Flaker and Libre.
Okay, my internet's back.
Oh,
I went down for a bit.
we're on match 2 now.
Okay, okay.
So, okay, this match was actually interesting because it was kind of the story of Oat Flaker sniping Pinkish on every single goal she tried to get.
Oh
the entire
yeah,
bingo.
that's right.
They
Oh
both
no, wait, didn't Pinkish go to Piazza and like have those goals for free as well?
Pianta. I think she went to Pianta after she got sniped in 2 areas, and then those were the only goals she got for the
Okay,
bingo.
okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so Oatflaker and Pinkish both started off in Bianco and went straight for Bianco for hoverless. Interestingly, Pinkish, like, she probably saw that Oatflaker clicked Bianco for floodless and then just went into PD anyway. She may have been able to go into Bianco 1 or Bianco 2 reds and pick up a quicker shine than PD and then snipe Oatflaker on what was the goal? 4 shines
4
from
shines in Bianco.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know why they didn't do Bianco 1. Did they not do that?
Another team did it. I think they didn't want to do it because wasn't PD? Yeah, PD and
Oh, there's PD. Okay.
PD's a goal, and so you know.
Yeah, I guess in this case you'd want to do just 2 through 5 because even if you miss the 4 shines in Bianco, you're gonna get 2 goals instead of 1, so it's an advantage there.
Yeah. But
Can't get too greedy.
if Pinkish went for Bianco 1 and just did that really quickly, she could have been able to at least come out of Bianco with 1 goal. But sadly, that wasn't.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's like you got to have 20/20 hindsight to like think to do that almost.
Yeah.
Unless you like are like, okay, they're definitely gonna go to PD now. So I don't know. Maybe you could have done that, but that's some next level stuff.
But if we notice, the first goal that was also clicked on this card, guess what it was? 3 Fruit Lady blue coins.
Da da da.
For Pink Line, and they didn't win the match. So the theme continues through the
Dude,
matches.
Fruit Lady coins are like such a big bait. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
really? I can just do it right now. But you know, you're sacrificing potentially everything, like working towards anything. So
Mm-hmm.
Be careful with that. Oh, my chat died too. I gotta refresh the chat. Crap.
All right, so what was on this card? There's gelato stuff, right? Yeah, so after Bianco, both Oatflaker and Pinkish again went to gelato. You know, there's 5 shines from gelato, Sandbird. I think that's it. But Pinkish again was just falling behind Oatflaker a little too slowly and got sniped on it. She may have actually been able to get Sandbird if she knew Turbo Bird. Neither of them did Turbo Bird in this match. So that's just
Yeah, I don't expect these teams to know that.
yeah.
So.
It's one of the more bingo niche strategies. It's
I only know
used
it because of
for this.
hoverless. I wouldn't know it otherwise.
Yeah,
So, good thing I did hoverless for a bit.
but if you want to win your gelato goals, learn
If you
Turbo.
want to level up your gameplay, learn Turbo Bird. It saves like 30 seconds, I think. So,
Mm-hmm.
pretty good.
The only reason to not do Turbo Bird is if you need the blues. So
Right, yeah.
but Deathline actually got a ton of goals in this bingo. He got 8 of the 10, which was mostly because, you know, Pinkish got sniped on everything she was going for.
It happens to everyone, you know.
After she would end up getting sniped in gelato by Oatflaker, she went to Pianta and just got Shadow Mario and 2 hidden. Wait, what was the goal? Oh, Piana 8. So Shadow Mario and Piana 8. Libre in this bingo, I'm pretty sure he did just a normal Pinna Rush. The interesting thing though is notice that 11 shines from Delfino Plaza was actually clicked by Deathline, even though Libre did a full Pinna Rush. So that makes you wonder how they got that goal. That goal was clicked like 40 minutes into the bingo also.
Well, you know, 11 is kind of a scary number. If it's more like 9, they're probably going to get that immediately. But like the extra 2, like you only need 9 to get to Penna. So the extra 2 is kind of like, is it worth just only doing Delfino, working towards nothing else just to get that one goal? You know, it's kind of like a decision you got to make there.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's a really fast goal once you leave Pinna. Because like.
Because Lily Pad, you know.
Yeah.
What else?
I mean,
Goldbird.
You just do Bell, second Bell, and Tall
Oh,
Grass.
the other bell too. That's right, with Yoshi.
If you just do second Bell and Tall Grass or Lily Pad, any 2 of those 3, you're gonna get it. So. But you know, instead Libre went to like Serena and stuff. The reason why I don't think Serena was the call that early on is because if you looked at the goals they got, well, I guess Pinkish was a question mark the whole bingo until Pianta, because that's actually an advantage in bingo when you don't get a goal, is then the other team has no information about you. So
yeah, honestly, there's so many ways where playing poorly or getting goals slowly can actually be a beneficial thing, which is why lockout's really interesting and balanced in like kind of a weird way.
Yeah.
Because like if you have goal, like one person has a goal in Rico, one person has a goal in Penna, it's like I know exactly where they are. So, you know, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
And also, okay, yeah, the thing about Pianta on this card is that both the goals were like so late Pianta. That was a huge commitment to get those 2 goals, which took a good portion of the match. Not to mention, didn't she die on Yoshi Skip a couple times?
Oh yeah, she died 3 times on Yoshi Skip.
Oh man, that is a big,
it's a oof.
Big loss. Big oof.
At least she wasn't racing for the Pianta goals, and
yeah, and then get sniped a 3rd time. Oh man, that'd be rough.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, Deathline got a ton of stuff. He got like all the blue coin goals. Just get everything. He even got eel. So.
Any highlights from this one?
No, sadly to say. I mean, I could have put some like normal fails on there, but most of the mistakes were like.
The snipes were not like that crazy. They were like maybe like a minute apart. Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't too close, and then the mistakes were kind of like mistakes everyone's seen. So. Yeah. That's done with match 2. Okay, actually, there's one more thing I want to talk about. I think it would actually have been beneficial for Deathline and Pinkish to swap the type of players they are in their bingo, because Deathline did like all the blue coin stuff, and he has a good fast 90% or a good 90% PB. You know, he's fast at that. Pinkish has actually ran 120 shines, so she knows
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
all the blue coins and stuff. So she could have done that. And usually blue coins are not as contested as just like the, Bianco 4 and like racing for that stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Although, I mean, Deathline, the more solid player overall, but Pinkish definitely should have been the blue coin person. I think you're right about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
In this case,
it's my opinion.
because like execution is not as important when it comes to just like knowing where the blue coins are. So,
Yeah.
that makes
But
sense.
done with that match. That's all I
Okay.
have to say about that. Match 3. This was Sniper and Tones Ballones, aka Bing Bros.
Everyone's red and blue. What the heck? Those are
Yeah.
popular colors.
I think everyone was red and blue because Rats is a jerk and forced everyone to be red and blue, so it's
God
easier
damn
on
it,
his
Rats.
life to stream the matches. But yeah, everyone was red and blue for like the first 4 matches. Sniper Tones versus, I think you say it SETI within,
Yeah, it's steady.
and Dracarix.
He's told me many times. I keep getting it wrong, but now I know it. So
Nice.
you're welcome. You're welcome, Keddy. All right. How about this match?
Wait, so is SETI?
It is steady, yes.
Okay, nice.
Or Chetty. No, it's not Chetty. All right.
This match, okay, this match was also a snipe battle match. Sniper and Tones, and I can't remember if it was SETI or Dracarix, but they battled for like 3 goals, and I don't think Sniper even knew it. This was the one where Bianco 4, they were both finishing Bianco 4 floodless, like at the same time, and they could not, neither of them could get the 7th red coin. They were both struggling. They're both spin jump diving at the 7th red coin.
Oh, I remember that. Like
yeah.
I forget these matches, then like you say something and like it comes back into my head,
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, that's what happened. That's right.
Play highlight number 4.
That
Not
7th
3.
coin, that 7th coin is by far the hardest to reach hoverless or floodless in Bianca 4. So
Play 4, not 3.
roll the clip.
May as well show it. No, wait. Play highlight number 5. Yeah, play 5.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. It's okay, Rat.
Sorry, I started talking about this being out of chronological order, so. Look at this. They're tied.
Just that 7th coin, dude. Tough to reach. Sniper almost got it first try. I've definitely reset a number of hoverless runs on that level.
This coin is a tricky one.
Because of that coin.
Oh my god.
And dropping spin puts left and right. Oh man, the pressure's on.
Oh, it said he grabs it.
Having some GWKD or GWK issues.
Tones.
And they have no idea they're racing right now, which is the crazy thing.
Dude, SETI's got this. Sniper still struggling.
These
with
players
that.
just like think they're
Oh,
the only
he's
one
gonna
doing
snipe.
this.
Sniper's so bad if he gets to the end.
Oh, that's his second. That's the second snipe right there.
But yeah, then SETI gets it, and he's able to snipe that goal first. Funny enough, from watching SETI, it was apparent that SETI did not know how to GWK during that entire shine.
And
So,
GWKs are very useful to know for hoverless.
if
let
you're
me
gonna
tell you.
do, pro tip, okay, easiest thing to learn right now for bingo: learn how to GWKD. Press Y then A, quick, on a wall. and
Well,
you
not
get
even
more
D,
height.
just the GWK.
Yeah, GWK, press Y then A, you get more height. Super OP for hoverless, and it's gonna help you a ton, especially if you're not pro at the hoverless levels.
Yeah, the timing for GWKs, the timing took me like a couple months to get down when it was discovered. But eventually, if you do it enough, you get it down pretty consistently. So.
Yeah. All right. The next highlight, we're going back in order. Rats is number 3, This was the pro fruit throw
Oh,
by
I missed this while I was commentating, but this is so good.
the Kobe.
This is impressive, folks.
Easy to just. I would assume he has strats, but without any strats prepared for that, you're gonna be in for a rough time.
Oh, SETI sniping that pineapple throw. That
My
was
favorite
awesome.
part of
Oh,
this
man, I didn't
clip
see it.
is
I'm gonna
just
assume it was
that
awesome, though.
He threw it from the
SETI,
roof and
after he throws it, he just stands there and he just watches the pineapple go into the hoop. Like he's like not even going any more further like towards the fruit lady to grab it. He just watches the pineapple make it in the basket. It's the most swag thing.
Yeah, he's just like sits there. The camera was like perfect. I
Yeah.
think that's worthy of Dude Perfect Mario Sunshine Edition right there.
That is.
10 million views in one day. Boom.
So even though fruit ladies may have been you know, that's what they got, right?
hmm
At least he got the swag throw. Wait. Oh, he did fruit ladies for 15 blues and Delfino. That's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, for 15 blues and Delfino, you need at least one Fruit Lady, because there's only 18 you can get. No, 17 you can get. Because you cannot get, unless you have the turbo nozzle, you can't get the one like inside one of the islands leading to the gelato pipe. So. Then the 19th is on airstrip, which obviously you can't get to until after Corona, so.
I kind of forgot that turbo clip or turbo like water gate blue coin exists because I don't run 120 and I just do bingo and you never get
Yeah.
that in bingo.
As far as I know, that coin is impossible to get without turbo nozzle, which is kind of weird. You think we'd know that by now, but there's no way to do it that's known. Even if
Yeah.
it could be done, it's probably pretty slow to get it because it's kind of out of the way. Unless you were like on the way to.
All right. Rest in peace, average. Yeah, he's gonna say sled. I wasn't even looking at his cam. I was just waiting for him to say it, and then he just died. And I was like, is he gonna say it? And then I looked back at the cam and I noticed it was frozen.
My internet's really bad right now. I don't know what's going on.
You're saying
You know what I was
coin.
gonna say though. You know what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Unless you're on the way to the gelato pipe, that blue coin's probably not that good anyways, so it's not a huge deal. You can't do it. Okay.
All right. So also in this bingo, Tones Ballones was collecting gelato blue coins, and so he was getting the 25 in Sandbird, right? Well, he may have made a little bit of an error, but was clutch. Roll highlight number 4.
I don't remember this one. Roll it. Here we go.
That is not an easy goal to finish off compared to 10. Only 19 blues total in all Delfino, and some of those aren't even available yet.
Tones trying to get back on.
I think he's a goner unless he can.
Oh
win on
my
the
god.
Wait, oh my goodness.
Oh, I
Good
do remember this
save
now,
from
yeah.
Tones.
That's
Oh my god.
that's something.
Okay.
That was
Yeah,
spooky.
yeah.
I was getting a
I thought that was
little
too steep.
nervous during that
And then
one.
he like almost jumps out to the
Scaring me
front,
over here,
like the
Tones.
top too early.
I
Okay,
know.
now-
Slides down.
It's scary.
Oh
But
man.
they also, Sniper and SETI would also race to get what was it? 5 secrets? Yeah, 5 secrets. And Sniper barely sniped it. It was because SETI couldn't get up the Pinna 2 trampolines.
That's right. Oh
Yeah.
man, that was so heartbreaking. I was like, dude, just get up there.
Like
You coulda
can't
had
get
it.
Come on, bro. You can't get up the trampolines in Pinna 2. You would have had that goal.
That is such a. I would be if I got sniped like that. I'd be so tilted. Like, really, trampolines, pin it too.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
You couldn't get up
God.
them. Those trampolines
is-
suck though, casually, like actually.
yeah, if you don't get up to the thing on the first try, recovering it's actually like genuinely hard to do fast. So I don't blame him. I don't blame Seti. Plus,
Okay,
I'm sure he knew he was like on the verge of getting sniped on that, so he's probably pretty nervous on that as well. So,
yeah. Apparently this is fake news because apparently that would have only been his 4th secret, but
Oh well,
Fine.
let's just say it would have been his
It was
5th
hype.
because it's a better story. So
it was hype anyway.
fake news makes better stories, folks.
Yup.
Not that any other stuff's fake here, but you know.
All right. Match number 4. This was Valu Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Are you
Cantaloupe.
serious?
I wrote it down.
Come on, bro.
I wrote it down in my notes like Cantaloupe. Versus
Interesting.
JR Hook and Death, aka Bing Duo.
What to say about this one? Looking at this card.
This match was a little bit of a wreckage, but
The Goop Trip is a bit of like a solid line going on there, connecting all their goals except for one. I like that.
yeah, they do, don't they?
It's like the world's hardest game of Snake.
This was like a basic Pinna Rush card. It had 8 and 9 shines from Delfino Plaza, which is, in my opinion, the literal worst two goal synergy that exists in Bingo. Because you get 8 and 9, and then also Pinna Rush. It's so dumb.
That is that's the first of the 7 deadly Lockout Bingo card sends, is having 2 numbers like one apart from each other for Delfino shines. Oh man.
Yeah.
If you get the first one, you can bet your ass you can just hold the second one ransom. They're never gonna get it. Almost never.
Yeah, this match wasn't too crazy. Basically, Goop Troop, Cantaloupe and Valu Rush Pinna, got all that stuff. Cantaloupe did a bunch of blue coins, got all that stuff. I feel like Bingo Duo didn't have a clear path in their
Goop Trip is a really solid team. Like, going into the tournament, we seeded them a little bit lower than they probably are right now, like skill wise, because we weren't sure how much time Valu would put into the bingo stuff. But he's been on the grind, dude. Valu is in it to win it right now. So
I think Cantaloupe and Valu are a promising team because I think they're willing to put in the work to get good results and get good at the game.
Yeah, they're playing super well. Like Cantaloupe is like the smartest person in the whole Sunshine community, paired with Valu. So that's a deadly combo right there.
Yeah.
Gotta say.
But yeah, if you look at the goals, I mean, Bingo Duo was just kind of scraping by, trying to get whatever they could. You know, every one of their goals is in like a different area, so it was a struggle. And Goop Troop kind of just cleaned up, and that was that match.
Not much to say on that.
Yeah. The 5th match. This is like the meme match. This was Noak and Rats team out of water. Noak made famous by running
their name is a meme. That's how you know.
Yeah. Noak ran out of
water.
in Pianta 6 and died. I'm out of water. That clip's got like over 1,000 views or something.
It has like 10 million views or something.
Oh yeah, it's got 10 million. That's right.
Probably like on Facebook. All the Facebook people sharing it. Like, look at this clip of this guy called Noah. He ran out of water. All right, go ahead.
True. I'm not sure what Trey's going on about right now, but
it's a true story. Everything's true on this show.
Yeah. So team out. I'm out of water. Versus Nocturne and Nkitten, which is one of the more hype teams in the tournament.
Very hype.
But they played another match, which may decrease their hypeage.
Don't spoil it. No foreshadowing here.
Let's just say they're not as hype as you will think. Okay.
Come on, bro.
Hype thing about this match is Noak and Nkitten both started off in Rico to get the Rico 2 hidden shine. Play highlight number 7.
And one hidden from Rico will be the first goal clicked off in this bingo.
This isn't too high, but it was one of the closer snipes we've had in the tournament.
The pace, but you need 6 more blues, so
Both in Rico
Oh,
too.
I
man.
think it's gonna happen.
Blooperless versus a blooper.
But he's definitely gonna get it
Yup.
if he knows where they're at.
There it is. Nowak and Rats on the board first.
In the lead.
That's
Not
a-
sure
that's
I
a
would have.
snipe.
That is quite a snipe.
Granted that, yeah, that's a
Got
snipe.
him.
That's a snipe on
That's
that.
what I gotta say.
And the 13th.
Got him.
Got him. You know, N Kitten though was pretty smart after he got sniped in Rico 2 hidden. Even though there was more goals in there, like 2 hidden in Rico, he just got 100 coin in Rico and dipped. So he at least kind of made a trade. Came out with something. While that was going on, Rat was farming blue coins in Bianco, and let's just say, if I was on Ratz's team,
It was amazing.
I don't know if I'd let him.
I didn't actually watch this match, so I don't know, but I'm sure it was amazing.
Wouldn't let him get blue coins ever again.
You heard it here first, folks.
Rat would also farm lives in Delfino, and if you've never seen that, it's when you get 49 coins, 50 coins. 50 coins gives you a life, which is why I think that in normal bingo, 100 coins and lives is one of the untapped synergies of bingo. 'Cause
Yeah,
you just do
people
one-
people neglect that. Like, if you're getting 400 coins, that's 8 lives right there if you don't die. So
Mhm.
you're halfway to 25 practically at that point.
Yep. But Rat got 50 coins. Talked to the Pianta. Got thrown. The Chuckster for Chuckster Shine. When he throws you, he needs a coin, and he uses that coin. So then you're back down to 49. Well, if you go and grab another coin, you get 50, and you get another life. So you can just get thrown, grab a coin, get thrown, grab a coin, and you just get a bunch of lives. He got like 10 lives, and then was like, I'm out of this. I don't even think he ended
Although-
up getting the life goal.
It's really debatable if it's even faster than Bianco 1 grinding. I'm not sure which is faster. And also Bianco 1 is much easier to do. You just like wait for 3 stews to spawn. They spawn kind of slowly, but once they do spawn, you just spray them, ground pound, you get 2 lives at a time. So I think they're very comparable, but like I gotta time it, I guess, to really find out which is faster.
I don't know which one's faster. Bianca one's probably faster, but
Intuitively, I think Bianco 1's faster, which is a shame because the Chuckster thing is super cool. You can do it, but oh
Yeah.
well. If there was a way to like have the Chuckster like not throw you at all, maybe be faster. But even doing like the reverse throw trick where like you mash Y, he throws you not into the building, it's still probably slower. So I don't know.
yeah. Anyway, this was the first match to have the Shine clip used in the tournament. I don't think we've seen
Ooh.
it since then. I am
Interesting.
pretty sure we will see it again though, but maybe not.
That's a
we'll
very
highlight number
good.
8.
That's Shine Gate clip is ideal for 11 shines in Delfino.
Seen anybody
Yeah.
in Pianta
Especially
on
if you're coming from
Shine Gate?
Pianta for
Alright,
whatever
this is
reason.
actually hype.
Let's do it, Shine Gate.
I'm hyped for
I'm
this.
excited. I'm excited.
Noax, the MVP of this match, getting all the highlight plays.
The question is he gonna do it
They
with
may have been
Yoshi or
down
no,
like
he's doing it
10
one
to
shine style.
5 or whatever, but
I
he's
don't know how
going
much he
for it.
practiced This, but I guarantee you, a week ago he didn't even know what this was.
Oh, he doesn't know how to do it.
He
No.
knows.
Okay.
He knows. Look at him go.
Oh, he knows.
Oh,
Oh, man.
If he gets his first try, I'm gonna pop off.
that's close. Oh no!
That looks solid.
He got it. What a god!
I am
Noah's insane.
Got it. Noac,
Holy shit! No, actually,
legend gamer.
you're a god, dude.
Alpha
That's pretty
gamer.
much it. I thought it was worthwhile. First Shine clip of the tournament. I've never done Shine clip in an actual match, so I'm gonna be.
It's pretty
Sheesh.
scary in a match, dude.
It is. It's spooky. But after that, we had Noak had an epic win, but he also had an epic fail. So Noak, you know,
Ooh.
he went to go get blue coins in Noki, and knowing Noak
What
definitely
about
does
Noak?
not know how to get 20 blue coins in Noki. So play
Reminiscent
clip.
of old school Kaffelon, am I right?
Wow.
I'm just
Alright.
saying.
I'm just kidding.
You were known for your really bad Noki 20 blues last tournament. That's all I'm gonna say. We're not teammates anymore.
We ignore the past. All right, we
We're
move
we're
forward.
arch rivals, Kaff.
Move
Yeah,
forward.
roll the clip. Roll the clip. All right.
Roll the clip. Roll clip number 9.
Like, how much knowledge you have.
This is
to
like a
have
casual
of the
playthrough of
game
20 blue
in
coins
order
in
to do
Noki.
this.
For real.
To be
That's the
fair, I don't think
difference
that
between the good
casual and
teams
Noki blues
teams
can
who
go in the
just
same
don't have
sentence because
players
these blues are
with-
tough casually.
It's pretty. It's
Mhm.
there. Oh,
Gotta
he
say.
had no idea that there was a boxing glove
Noak,
there.
bottom right.
He
Boxing
definitely had no idea.
glove.
He
Come on,
didn't
bro.
even know that the
I wish we had
boxing glove was there.
I wish we could go back and
That's
watch
a
the video
casual
again.
fail. I'm pretty sure.
I wonder if he knew it was there.
I don't think he did. There's no
If he
way.
doesn't know, he's like, oh, snap. What?
Yeah, he got
I didn't
punched.
think that was there.
That was a KO on to Noak.
Damn.
He's like, yeah, let me just. Dude, okay, I remember when I first got into Lockout Bingo, I tried to get 20 blues in Noki, not knowing how to get them, and I literally couldn't get them. Like, I don't know
It's
where
hard.
to look.
It's
If
hard.
you haven't
Dude.
done them before, it's impossible.
You have to learn them before you can do it in Noki 1.
Yeah, you do. Alright, that's the end of that match. Pretty basic wreck. Team out of water, not Rats is raging
I hear some rat rage in the background. But
behind the screen at us.
behind the scenes.
They
Anyway,
weren't. You could tell they didn't have very good routes for how to get
let's
stuff.
stop roasting this poor team. Let's move on.
We're moving on to the next match, match number 6. This is
a close one.
Larvitar. This one was insane. This was probably the closest match of the tournament so far. Round 1. Closest match.
Most people definitely expected the Larvitar team to win, as did I, but anything can happen, dude.
I'm pissed at Larvitar for ruining my
My prediction.
yeah, my
Come on,
bracket.
bruh.
My bracket's ruined.
Think about my prediction for once. God. People.
I only care about my prediction, but
How about
Trey's
the
prediction
weenie?
also screwed. All right, so Larvitar and Linky, they both started in Bianco, and Linky sniped Larvitar and Bianco for Floodless. Weird thing about this match, Linky would go on to collect Bianco 5, and you know, if you go straight to Bianco 5, you get 2, 3, 4, and 5. That would be 4 shines in Bianco, right? Well, look, 4 shines for Bianco on the top left is clicked by Larvitar on Team Pokemon, and in the middle, just above the middle, Bianco, no. PD, which is bottom left goal for purple, was clicked. So how did those get clicked without one team having both? I don't know. But
Well, okay. I bet that like one of them did Bianco 1 and one of them didn't. And then
no,
One-
it's,
or did one
Okay.
get sniped on 4 Hoverless? What
okay,
happened?
what actually happened is he just forgot to click the goal. I watched it.
Oh no.
Yeah, he didn't click it. He got PD, and then he just didn't click 4 shines from Bianco. And then
You gotta click the
Larvitar
goal, man.
got Bianco 3 reds, but little badly. He got the rocket, went in, and
Oh
was
my goodness.
struggling to get Bianco 3 reds with the rocket. Got that goal, and then clicked 4 shines from Bianco.
I can't believe that, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. You gotta. I mean, I struggle with this all the time. Like, I don't see every goal on the card, and like I miss stuff all the time. But you know, you gotta ask your teammate, like, okay, just to make sure there's nothing else from this area here, then they confirm that. So.
Yeah. You know what the scariest thing is in bingo is when you don't put your mouse on the goal before you get it, and then you're looking at the card and you're like, "Where is it? Where is it?
Dude,
Where the hell's the
that-
goal?"
that moment of like I forget where the goal is so scary because it's like,
Yes.
oh man, I'm wasting my time trying to find this goal on the card again.
Oh yeah, you can star your goals, by the way, by right-clicking them.
Oh, you
So,
can? I didn't even know that. Okay.
I didn't know that either.
That's good to know. Thanks, Rat, from
Until,
behind the
like,
scenes.
yesterday or something.
That would come in
Um,
handy. I will do that from now on.
After that, it was just both teams getting various goals, continuing fourth. I think it was Linky, I don't know, Linky or Haywire went into Bianco 1 to get 30 lives. No, it was Do It. Do what?
Do
However you
it.
say that name.
I like do it.
Do It.
Do it.
Do It went into Bianco 1 to get 30 lives. And I timed it because I was curious how long it took. It took him 6 minutes and 10 seconds to farm 30 lives in Bianco 1.
That reminds me of a certain exhibition match with Nurgish, where I believe he spent more like 7 minutes grinding for lives there. So if you really want lives, you can do it, but it's not the greatest place to grind lives.
Lives sucks.
And Bianco won. Unless it's like
Lives-
25 or something.
Lives is literally okay. My least favorite goals: Fruit Ladies and Delfino Blues. Delfino Blues better than Fruit Ladies. I hate Fruit Ladies and I hate Lives unless it's got good synergy with Pianta goals, and then I like it. But usually that's not the case.
Mhm.
Also, this match had a race between Do It and the Haywire to get Gelato 7, and they both were struggling on Gelato 6. You know, that's the I didn't run SMS before Gelato Skip was found.
I watch any player who hasn't played the game before GBS, and I'm like, you're not doing Wiggler right, or you're not doing the red coins right. But I don't blame you. You know, you weren't around then, so.
Mm-hmm. And that
Oh,
brings
well.
us to clip number 10. Play it.
He didn't see it. It was right there on his.
Dude! Oh my gosh!
Just play it. There you
Hold
go.
on. We might be losing Shadow Mario and
my
Gelato.
God. Oh my god! No way!
All right, they both might not know where reds are.
Dude, the red coin is camouflage.
Look at
you got-
Haywire.
He got baited by the blue
Alright,
coral rate.
you
There's
got
no coins
screwed.
there.
Oh my god!
Crazy things going on at
He's
once.
got 7 coins. He
there
doesn't know
were
where the
reds.
8th one is. He's gotten both the fish, by the way.
Okay,
This
so
is
we
every
choose it.
casual
Fight
player
to
ever
choose
doing this mission.
Gelato
Like, you can never find the
6
last
right
one.
now.
He doesn't see it. He still doesn't see it.
Not knowing where the coin
It's hard to find him in this place.
It's there.
Oh, we saw it on
It's
screen for a
He's
second there.
gotta get it.
He
sees
found it.
now.
He found it.
It's
so
on the
shiny.
screen for so
Wait, no,
long.
he
Oh
didn't.
my god!
He's got
There
it.
you go.
There's no
There
way.
you go.
No!
And getting down there is tough too, though,
Okay,
because
he
like it
got
flips
it.
you back up sometimes.
That's the red coin. That's the.
He's chasing after the red coin.
Oh,
Heal,
man.
though.
He finally gets
He's
the
got it,
coin,
he's got it,
and
he's
then
got the
do
coin.
what?
Skip.
I like this. He's just
Heals a
chasing the
lot
red
now.
coin. You can't
Yeah.
touch
Okay.
it.
And those
okay.
the
He
the
didn't-
moving
he
red
didn't see it. It
coins
was
are
right there
tough
on
no
his-
matter how good you are. Those are
Dude,
obnoxious.
Oh my gosh!
Pro tip:
Hold on.
try to get really low below the coin when you're about to grab it. If it's one of the fish moving coins, because if you press A to swim up, you go faster than if you press B to swim down. So it's better to be lower and swim up quickly to grab it than like pressing A and B constantly.
Also, you want to just approach from the front if ever possible. Don't try to chase it down too much,
Yeah.
because more than likely it's going to go into a rock and then or behind like an invisible wall.
And if you know its path, you can kind of predict where it's going to go. Also, you got to be really careful if it's if it's going towards a wall. If it goes in there, you're going to be screwed for like 10 seconds.
But yeah, that was super close match and basically lost to forgetting to click a goal. Essentially, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And well, it was actually Big Brain and the sidekick who forgot to click 4 shines from Bianco. So it might have just been a bigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I mixed that up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Alright. I mixed up the teams.
But the choke moment of this one and the prediction destroyer of this match was the decision for going for 4 rockets instead of all 30 blue coins. The last 2 goals on the card were all 30 blues and 4 rocket nozzles. Also, notice the timer. This was a long bingo. It took 1 hour and 15 minutes to click all the goals.
Typically,
Okay.
they're more like 50 minutes, but this is like if it goes down to the last goal, it can be pretty long.
So what happened was, so you notice that Haywire and Do It were racing for Gelato Shadow Mario. Well, earlier on, the Haywire also got blue coins in Gelato, and because he was so far into Gelato at that point, all he had to do was get the rest in Gelato. Because he already had 6 unlocked, he has all the blue coins available to him in Gelato. So he started going for those. But before that, blue team, Team Pokemon, clicked Eel in Noki, and he had 10 blues from Noki. So if he went to episode 6, all he had to do was episode 5. He could have gotten all the blues in Noki for the 30 total. But
You don't
instead,
typically think of doing 30 from Noki, but you know when it's this long of a bingo, you may have to do it.
he didn't have any other options because I don't think he did a single shine in Pinna. He unlocked Pinna, but didn't do it. He didn't do like.
Didn't do it. You get it?
Come on, bruh.
I'm done. I'm done.
But he
I know it's G Watt, by the way.
he decided to go for 4 rockets, which 4 rockets is like the worst. Unless you've got like really spread out levels that you've done.
The jump from 3 to 4 rockets is almost that of like 6 to 7 bluebirds. Like it's a huge jump.
It's huge. 3 and 4 rockets is a completely different stories.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough, but yeah.
Even with the free one in Noki, that's still like at least mid-game Gelato, mid-game Bianco. I mean, early Bricko. That's a lot of stuff though. So
Yeah. But boom, that was that match. The prediction
Boom.
slayer.
But I think upsets are hype. Like that's pretty hype that happened.
Also, interesting thing about this, I don't know how many matches Mega Larvitar and Duat have played against Danny Romano, but I know they played at least 3 scrims against him, and they beat them in those 3 scrims at least 2-1. So they had a winning record early on, at least, against Romano Danny, which is like the 5th seed or something.
Yeah, like pretty much the best European team aside from like arguably Dutch and Samurai Man.
And then they lost to Haywire and Linky.
It happens, you know. If you're, I mean, each individual card like it requires just like a slightly different skill set of knowledge, and if a particular card is just like, I don't know, man, like anything can happen. It's crazy.
My sources lied to me.
Wait, what happened?
Okay, so they only played 1. They only played 1.
Really?
Okay, someone told me this. All right, so this was a failure on my
Screw
sources.
you, someone.
This was my failure on my sources' information. Okay, they played 1 match. I don't know what happened. And then Mega Larvitar played against them, but not with his teammate Duat.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
So it was still 2-3, but not all of them with his teammate. So yeah, fail on that part. Whoever told me that, I don't remember who told me that. Fail on your part.
You fail. I don't know who you are, but
unless it was I misinterpreted it.
it was probably Saturday Williams. Let's be honest.
That might have
All right,
happened.
moving on.
But I was ready to
Okay.
roast Danny and Ramato, but now I can't, so we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Match number 7. What match was this again? Ramato Danny versus RSW and I don't remember.
I'll give it a shot. Oh wait, you mean
Was
who's
it-
on the team?
Yeah,
Wait,
RSW.
You don't have notes for this?
I didn't take very many notes for this.
Wait, I
match.
got the bracket up. Hold on, I got you. Wait, RSW and Nurgish versus Ramato Danny?
Okay, Nurgish. That's who it was.
Yeah, Nurgish.
RSW Nurgish versus Danny and Ramato. This match,
Tomato,
know.
tomato, Ramato.
not so close. It was a pretty basic match. Danny did a pinna rush. Ramato
Pretty one-sided match.
Ramato started in Rico, got Rico through hoverless, 2 hidden in Rico, 6 shines from Rico. Danny did a pinna rush, got all the pinna crap, 5 from Serena.
Wait a minute, was this the one where Nurgish spent like 7 minutes and Bianca won? Because I see the 25 lives, 30 lives. I mean, I don't know. I thought that was an exhibition, but it might have been a tournament match. All I know is that I commentated a match where that happened. It might have been this. So.
I don't think it was that one.
Okay, maybe it was something else. I don't know.
I think the guy who did Pianta 3 went to Pianta 5 and got.
Okay, yeah, Larvitar just said it was exhibition. I just saw lives clicked on here from that team, so I was like, maybe it was this one, but no, it's not. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But the first goal that RSW and Nurgish collected on team Sphereike was 100 coin shine from a secret level, which is kind of an interesting opening goal. Or
as long as I'm not doing it, that's a smart option.
I don't remember if that was the first goal. It was either Pianta 3 or that one. Kind of sus. I think it would be okay to start off with if it had synergy, like if 100 coin and Bianco was a goal.
Yeah.
100 coin from a secret level.
But yeah, typically you don't just like rush to do that if there's no other like 100 to do along with it, or maybe they like unlocked a rocket nozzle during it or something, like a boss shine leading into it. Who knows?
Right. Yeah, that was that. As you can see, someone did all Bianco, someone did all Pianta, got lives. Could be Inferno, 30 lives on RSW Nurgish side, and then it was just a Rico, Pinna Rush, and blue coins from Danny and Romano, and that's pretty much it. They got 3 Fruit Ladies, but they didn't start off with 3 Fruit Lady blue coins, so the streak's been broken. A winning team with Fruit Ladies, but they didn't start with it.
But yeah, notice they didn't start with it.
They didn't start with it. So
that's not
the sign.
We're not saying that it's always a bad idea to do that. We're just saying in the majority of cases, you want to.
This is I'm just laughing at the DC right now. I just think it's funny. There's not much else to say.
Okay, I don't know why my internet's doing this. I hate this basement right now, dude. Alright, we're back.
Trey turned into the Sandbird.
My shirt is a Sandbird. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
I don't know. Oh my god. That's right.
I love Dutch J.
Who doesn't love our president?
Hashtag my leader.
Hashtag not my president. Just kidding. Hashtag my president. I love Dutch J.
Kidding.
Also, what happened to Dutch J? I think he was like kidnapped. I haven't seen him in forever until
he was kidnapped. Moving on.
All right. That's all I have to say about that match. Look at the timer. That was a short bingo. Danny and Romano kind of wrecking it, and that one 43 minutes.
Okay.
So that's a little scary.
Yep. Moving on.
Match number 8. This one was kind of hype. I say kind of hype because people got me really hyped up for it, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it was as hype as people made it out to be when I was talking to them about it. It was Ashera.
Well, okay, Rabugalu is pretty hype as a team.
Ashera, Michelle, Ash, and Grand Star Yoshi versus Rubber Boogaloo 2.
Oh, right. Me and Quan, we commentated this one. This one actually was really hype for a number of reasons. Basically, I don't know, everything that the Ashera Michelle and Grand Star Yoshi was doing was like super next level. We were just thinking like, or when we were commentating, we were saying things like, "Oh, they should do this next if they were smart." Then they would do something else that's like, "Wait, that might be actually even smarter than what we said." So they were doing like really interesting stuff. However, okay, well, basically, the Grand Star Yoshi team, they were like by far like established in late game to get late game stuff, which is a good place to be in. However, they did not make the right late game choices, I believe, because there were so many things in Noki Bay, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
But instead, they went to like Serena or something, which wasn't quite as good, which allowed Rabugaloo, who was doing a ton of like blue coin stuff, to handle Noki Bay stuff instead. Which was like basically they were super solid until late game. They kind of fell apart, but it was pretty hyped to commentate it and watch it. So
Yeah. Serena had 2 goals, but Noki had 3, I want to say. I think the
Yeah.
play would have been from Team Nuggy. uh, Grand Star Yoshi rushed Pinna in this bingo, so he had the shine lead. Maybe what he should have done is get 1 goal on Noki, and then just dip, do Serena. You know, the bait. But they chose Serena, and then Boohead was able to go into Noki, get all the Noki stuff. And I talked to RDA about this match yesterday, and he said his goal basically was just to get all the blue coin stuff because he didn't think that they were very good at blue coin stuff. And so RDA just got a ton of blue coin stuff. He got, 25 from Rico, 15 from Rico. So Link.
Yeah, I
total.
was saying like the whole game, I was like, he's gonna get this blue coin stuff, but he's gonna regret it when he has nothing to do in late game. But like blue coin goals just kept popping up, like, oh, there's more than I thought were on this card, and this is
Yeah.
actually really smart. So maybe
This was-
Rabugaloo was like super next level,
This was a
Which they were.
good blue coin goal because you were occupied like the whole time because you could get 9 blues from enemies.
So
you
much
gotta
blue
do
coin stuff.
decent amount of stuff for that. 4 butterflies. That's kind of like a late game blue coin goal. Noki Bay blues, which no one ended up getting, but it was an option.
Yeah, you had that plus like 25 Enrico, 20 in Bianco, 60 total. So that's a lot right there.
Yeah.
15 Enrico as well, like 15 and 25 Enrico. That's actually where Rabugaloo started off, was Enrico getting those 2 goals. So pretty early on, Rubber Ducky Assassin established himself as the blue coin guy.
Yeah. And Boohead just did like everything else. Bosses.
Yeah. Anything that's
Noki.
not blue coin stuff, pretty much Boohead got. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Team Nuggy
Oh yeah, and
overall.
one thing that Quan mentioned in chat, because like he was commentating, obviously he would know. It was interesting that Grand Star Yoshi pretty much had 5 link pairs unlocked, but he had it on lock, but he pretty much just like let it go and let RDA get it instead. So that was interesting.
It's actually kind of interesting because even though 5 linked blue coin pairs appears a lot and it synergizes with Pinna Rush, you might not want your Pinna Rusher to get it because it's gonna put them behind in like the
Right.
Serena and Noki race.
Yeah, basically Team Nuggy was just like super Serena focused when they should have been Noki focused, is the best way to put it. So
Yeah. Noki was a bit better. In hindsight, they definitely should have done Noki, but it was close. 13 to 10. Sometimes 13 to 10 can be like really a lot closer than you think because like of snipes and stuff. He got 3 linked in Pinna as soon as he entered Pinna. I'm talking about Boohead or RDA. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I might be mixing up bingo matches. I watched so many bingo matches.
Oh well,
Anyways.
this was a good match. I rewatched this one if you didn't see it in the chat. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. That match close, but little Noki was OP. Next match, match 9. All right, this was Dutch J and Samurai Man versus
This
A2.
looks like a close one.
A2. Yeah, this looks like a close one, dude.
Oh man.
Versus
How'd this one go
A2
down?
Rhombus and Lucas the 69.
So you know,
Yeah.
arguably the best European team in the whole tournament. So
Mhm.
they won pretty handily.
This match was a struggle. This one, Samu started off in Pianta, got Pianta 3. I think he beat someone on Absolutely Not to getting that. And then the guy on Absolutely Not just went to Bianca 1 to get 20 lives. And so that was like, when I saw that, my brain was exploding. I was like, this is the biggest brain snipe play I've ever seen.
Mhm.
But
Oh, so Samu was trying to get lives as well, but then he got sniped on that?
he was probably going to. I don't think he had started to get them yet.
Oh, okay.
But he started getting blue coins in Pianta and working along through Pianta, and then the other dude went to Bianca 1 and got lives. Your first goal getting lives, probably not a great idea.
Not a good sign of things to come.
But I
Typically.
liked it.
I respect it. I respect it.
I like the creative play.
That's a good way to put it. Very creative play.
All I'm saying is, I'm putting that in my list of strategies that may never come out, but maybe
What
will.
was it? What was it again?
Just the live snipe in Bianca 3.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Bianca 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty basic.
Oh yeah. Also, Samu could have even worked towards like the 7th Bluebird in Pianta as well. So he just had so many things going for him.
It's true.
This
That's-
doesn't. It doesn't immediately strike me as a Pianta rush card, but I guess it was a pretty smart thing to do. Like I typically don't rush Pianta unless there's like a ton of stuff there. It's like, okay, I'm doing that. But you
I'm
know,
not so sure. I would have started there. I don't know.
I probably wouldn't have, to be honest. As you can see, it worked out.
Gelato's legit on this card,
Oh yeah.
which Dutch J started.
Shadow Mario and Gelato 8 in the same thing.
Yeah. Gelato 8, Shadow Mario, and Gelato.
What else is in Gelato?
Actually, Gelato even that legit?
Is that it?
Psych myself out. Oh, there's two.
If there
there's
was,
two
like-
hidden. Never mind. This Gelato's bad.
You hit it in Gelato? Okay, yeah. If there was like Wiggler, you can just like get Wiggler to establish yourself there and then put off 7 and 8 till later, but without that, it's not quite as good.
Samu to Pianta. Dutch went to Gelato. After Pianta, Samu just went to Bianco. Started getting all that stuff. Dutch got all the Pinna stuff. Both Goldbirds. And then, Absolutely Not. I just couldn't get any goals. 20 lives. 6 from Rico. It's one of those situations where you're just too far behind.
You're just playing a
and
really good team, and it's rough.
You just can't get any goals. Like if they get to Gelato first, you're not gonna get Gelato goals. If they get to Pinna first, you're not gonna get Pinna goals.
If you're like the lesser team execution wise, it's interesting. Like the way you play bingo and like decide what you're doing kind of depends on like how the skill levels match up. If you're like a worse execution team versus a better execution team, you want to do what they're not doing. And if you're the better execution team, you want to do what they're doing so you can snipe them on that stuff. So like it's a very different approach to like picking your choices and stuff.
Yeah, I think that is actually a huge part of bingo.
Maybe Sid, I might scrim later. I should have time for that.
We got
Sorry.
live scrim scheduling.
He said to answer on stream, so
Nice.
I got you.
All right.
To be fair, I think this card speaks for itself, so let's move on.
Match number 10 was Paper and SB, their first match against Big Brain and the Sidekick, which is the team that beat Mega Larvitar's team, Team Pokemon. So we've got the 12-13 match going against a new opponent and this match wasn't that close.
Tape Electric making kind of like a goldfish shape there with their goals.
This was a pretty
I'm just
basic
saying.
card. SB Electric just did pin a rush. Paper got a bunch of blue coins. and that
Paper,
was that.
dude, Paper is the ultimate blue coin getter, as I know from like past tournaments. I mean, it could be okay in a card with a lot of blue coins. It's obviously amazing. In a card with less blue coins, I'm curious what Paper would do instead. You know, he's kind of a loose cannon without blue coins to aid him, but very solid player and decision maker regardless. So
Yeah. SB Electric and Paper, team to look out for. They've also been playing a lot lately.
Mhm.
But yeah. We're gonna go to the next match. Match 11. There's honestly not much to say about that. Like it was a pin
Yeah.
rush, no key goals, Paper got blue coins.
This
Yeah, they
one
were
is
faster.
interesting.
This one was weird. Okay, going into this match, I thought this was gonna be the hypest match of the tournament so far. Enkitten and Nocturne,
I thought the same.
they're legit. Nocturne and Stelsig, I mean that was a different team, but me and Trey beat them just barely in the last tournament, 13 and 12.
Not to mention that Stelzig doesn't even use a mic when he plays.
Mhm.
So we barely beat a team without like the communication advantage or communication disadvantage. So with them communicating and stuff, you know, like this team could do numbers. So
Yeah. But they got kind of
my
wrecked.
internet still sucks.
Also, something to note, but this is different, but it still follows the theme. First goal that was clicked, 3 Fruit Ladies, Boss Rush lost, but they should have won because Valu and Cantaloupe also went for 3 Fruit Ladies as their first goal. They just got sniped. So they both went for 3 Fruit Ladies. In this card, it's more understandable because there's 3 and 4 Fruit Ladies. I don't know if that's enough for me to do it at the start. I don't think it is. I would probably also need a Delfino blue coin goal as well.
Yeah, honestly, if you watch the very start of this match, it looks pretty ugly for the Goop Troop because Value gets sniped on 3. Then he attempts to get the 4th one and gets sniped on that. So it's a very, very rough start for Value.
Yeah.
Like I would have not attempted to go for the 4th one if they got 3 before me. That's all I'm gonna say. he probably thought like they saved like the longest related for last, which I mean Coconut's probably faster than Durian, so I guess not. So
Yeah. But this match was weird because Boss Rush had a big lead in the early game. They had the 2 Fruit Ladies, and I'm trying to remember the first goal that the other player got. It had to have been like 25 from Rico or something.
mhm.
I actually didn't take very many notes on this match. Ran out of time, but they were ahead by quite a bit. But Cantaloupe and Valu's routing.
Cantaloupe.
Why do I say
Why are you
Cantaloupe?
saying that, bro? Oh, it's
Cantaloupe.
fine. I'll roll with it.
Valu and Fruit. Their routing through the
Fruit
mid
Ladies.
game and late game was just like way better. They were able to just get all the goals, and I feel like Boss Rush was kind of lost. Okay, so this is some bingo philosophy. I feel like when you need to create a path for your bingo. Like, all right, I'm gonna go here.
A path
Where-
for your bingo.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like people just don't have a path. Like they just see a goal and they just want to go for that goal, but there's no goal beyond that goal.
But you
they're
also
just
got to know
focused on
like
that goal.
what you got to know what you're gonna do, assuming you get sniped. You got to have a backup plan.
Yeah, you
So-
gotta have a you gotta have a backup path.
And I don't think Boss Rush had a backup.
See a Trey? All right. I don't think they had a backup plan, is what Trey was gonna say. They were looking a little lost. They didn't have the path. The Goob Troop had their path on lock, and they're fast. Hard to keep up with that team. Cantaloupe and Valu, super fast. And
Okay, I'm back.
welcome back.
I was saying that they didn't have a backup plan. Okay, here we go to go.
Funny thing about this card, 4 red coins wasn't clicked for like an hour, even though Cantaloupe had it. but that's fine. They won,
Alright. And you haven't had any highlights in a while.
and that's that. Okay, yeah, the latter half of matches, the second half of matches were not very close.
Not as hype.
Or
Come on,
not
guys.
not that they
We gotta
weren't
get some
close,
hype in here.
but it was like all the fails and all the epic wins were just basic stuff. There wasn't any like crazy stuff going on. So that was that. And with that, we're done with recapping the matches that have all happened so far.
Well, there was also oh no, we covered that. Never mind. Okay, yeah.
I mean, we could talk about the DQs. Who got DQ'd? J Cool and
Oh yeah.
S Monkey SMB or whatever.
So
They got DQ'd.
on that, essentially, so Monkey SMB had a valid excuse. Apparently, his disc was not working properly. You know, whatever, it happens. J Cool didn't acknowledge the fact he had a match at all in the tournament Discord the entire day, and then proceeds to do a regular stream on his stream the next day, never acknowledging that he missed a match. So it's a bit rude, in my opinion. But
Basically,
going on there.
J Cool exposed, and the hashtag Race File Nation is in ruins right now.
I think they were scared to lose. They didn't want to look weak. So
Yeah,
we'll see if they actually show up in losers round.
maybe their strategy
Losers
to
bracket.
win was start from Race File. Maybe that's their.
They forgot how to do airstrip movement. That's why they were held back. That must have been it.
okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, they would have started doing airstrip, and they would have been like, "How do I kill this piranha? There's a flood cutscene. What is this?"
Let's just not show up, so I don't have to like do that, and then yeah.
Maybe it's a protest against the
Oh,
tournament
this is
starting
like
from
yo.
file select.
This is some next level protest right here. Just join the tournament and boycott it. We'll show
Yeah.
them.
They will.
But yeah, I want to see if they show up in losers because I think J Cool, super solid player. I have a ton of respect for him. All jokes aside, he's gonna have to kind of carry Monkey, I think. But I think that they should perform pretty well when they actually do a match. So
Yeah. Next
other
DQ,
DQs.
I need to pull up the bracket. I can't remember. Oh yeah, Feck and Bastin were DQ'd because they couldn't organize a time.
Oh yeah, ironically, the Feck match was going to be the very first match in the entire tournament, but Feck had a Wii issue, like his Wii
Oh, yeah.
stopped reading disc properly, so he had to get a new Wii, and then now he's like super busy with Bandcamp. So basically, Feck and Bastin's schedule at the moment clash super poorly. So while Feck's at Bandcamp, like Bastin I think is sleeping, and then when Feck gets home, Bastin Wait, Bastin. I don't know. What I'm saying is that their schedules do not work out together, and they can't schedule except for on weekends. And then it was too late to schedule, so they were just sent to losers ultimately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can, if you're on a team with, like a European, yeah, basically, Feck can't play until later, but Bastin's European, so he can't play later, and it just didn't work out.
It's tough when you're teaming with a different, like European and America. You gotta like work out the time zones there. It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's the same thing with like you scheduling against a European team when you're American. Scheduling this stuff can be tough. That's why some of these DQs happen. But considering how many teams we have, it's amazing how few we have that happened. So good job, everyone.
3 DQs, not the worst. The last DQ was Purple Ghost Casper and Viva La Gaming. I'm pretty sure they just like couldn't find the time to continue participating in the tournament.
They just wanted to like drop out of the tournament, which is fine. Like they went in being like, yeah, we can do this. Then they realized we're probably pretty busy. So
at least they just didn't show up to their match like J Cool, but
at least they actually showed up in the Discord and explained what was going on, unlike J Cool. But I don't know.
Boom! All the matches summarized.
There you go, folks.
But now,
Milk and Clayton.
Oh, I forgot that team existed.
The literal third place team of the 2014 tournaments, Milky Clay. Clayton was gonna come back all gung ho. He was serious about it. He's having PC issues though, so basically he just can't do it. So I'm very sad about that.
Yeah.
But
Milk and Clayton. What were they like? 7th seed, 6th seed, or something?
no, not that high. That was no. They were
like-
probably like 15th seed or something.
I thought they were seeded high. I don't know.
I think they were like middle of the pack.
We'd have to ask.
Because even though they got 3rd place former tournament, that was like 4 years ago. So I mean, and Clayton hasn't touched the game in over 2 years, so we're factoring that in too.
Milk and Clayton both inactive when it comes to playing. the
Especially
game.
Clayton.
So that'd be.
Like, I thought Clayton was long gone, to be honest, but
But boom. Future matches, hype matches. We got Trey and Sid versus 1UP Stapper.
finally get to play a match. Whew.
My money's on Trey and Sid. I think most
I
people's
think
is.
on that match there was a 100% prediction rate for Trey and Sid. So thank you guys. Hopefully we don't
Really?
lose and make everyone's prediction wrong.
Dude, if
so.
you lost that match, that would destroy.
We should throw the match and do the most epic losers run of all time. That'd be insane.
Yeah, throw the match.
No, we wouldn't do that. We'll
Do
try.
that.
We'll try.
All
Right,
right.
Sid, we'll try.
Got Quan and R2 versus Boohead and Ducky. Maybe R2 will return from the grave finally.
Yeah,
and
Archie's
play
been a
his
bit
match.
shaky recently, like not really responding to Quan a whole lot, but hopefully they'll show up and schedule a match.
Yep. Dutch Samu versus Oddme and Mutants Abyss. Oddme and Mutants Abyss haven't played yet because Milk and Clayton got DQ'd. After that, me and Shadow Mario versus Penga and Furore. Penga and Furore, I think, is probably the most underseeded team in the tournament.
That's also a slept on team. We're gonna get to like slept on teams pretty soon. But Panga Furore is a pretty formidable force. You know, Panga, super solid player, just epic gamer in general. He did Mario World blindfolded, if you didn't know. And also Furore has been very serious about bingo learning. She's been scrimmaging a lot recently, so that could be a very solid team.
Furore, a bingo noob going into the tournament, but she's been putting in the work. Penga,
On the grind, kind
good.
of like Valu.
Penga's been good at bingo for a while, so he's legit. We got Sniper and Tones Ballones versus Oatflaker and Libre. And then Paper and SB versus Romano and Danny. That has to be the match I'm most excited for. That's coming up.
Wait, oh, Paper SP Romano Danny? Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
That'll
crazy.
intense. Man, there's so many losers matches too.
What I'm the most hyped for is the Bry Guy and Berserk losers run. I know it's gonna happen. They're gonna get far. I know it.
Bry Guy and
I
Berserk
believe in them.
have to fight Bassin and Feck next. Bassin and Feck might get wrecked. Linky.
At least they'll show up, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah, I think they'll be able to schedule this match. Hopefully.
80% of success is showing up. If you don't show up, you cannot win. So there
Yep.
you go.
Linky
Woke
628 and the Haywire versus Rats and Nowak. Rip Rats and Nowak. And the SETI within and
Rip.
Dratrix versus Deathline and Pinkish. Nocturne and Enkin versus Dua and Larvitar. That one might be interesting. And RSW and Nergish versus Reed and Popo. That one could also be close.
Uh-huh.
And boom. That's all the matches that are coming up.
Boom.
Have been determined will happen. After this, we're moving on to some topics about bingo that don't have anything to relate with the previous matches, and I have a roll of tape in my hand for whatever reason.
Cool.
All right. First thing I want to talk about is what are the best and worst teams, and the sleeper best teams and sleeper worst teams, aka what teams are underrated, what teams are overrated.
So much terminology, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why I had to say that so long, but best teams.
What do y'all think?
I think Bry Guy and Berserk. If you knew nothing about this tournament, you wouldn't know who they are. You might think they get wrecked, but I think they're legit.
Like I said earlier, me and Sid in a scrimmage last night, it was double digits on both sides. It was close. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm. they've been practicing, so they're
To
gonna
be
do
fair,
well.
we were making some dumb decisions, but still,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm pointing so much. I'm so cool. All right.
All right. I think the next best teams. What do you think about Quan and R2? Actually, because
I hope R2 shows up.
I think Quan and R2 are decent, but I think R2, if R2 hasn't returned and put in the work, I think they're gonna get wrecked.
I heard that like it was super hype. R2 was getting very serious about it when the tournament was first starting up, but he's been kind of like busy with his job and stuff, and I don't want to say ghosting Quaniza, but just like not responding, even though surely he has like a minute of downtime to respond. I don't know what's going on there, but not
Yeah,
a good
so
sign.
I think Quan and R2 are probably the biggest wild card team right now.
It really depends on how much R2 is prepared, because we know Quan's super solid. I just don't know about R2 right now.
Yeah. I think
Like
Quan's
that-
super good.
That team got second place in the previous tournament 4 years ago, when they were both at the top of their game. Quan right now is pretty high tier, but R2, we just got to see.
Yep. Dutch and Samu, I think, even though you might hear Dutch and Samu, you might be like, whoa, dude. Dutch and Samu, that's a
That's what I
sick
think.
team.
Like, dude, he's got a sick shirt. That must be a sick team.
I think they don't bingo enough that their knowledge is going to hold them back in the tournament.
I think, okay, I feel like Dutch J has slept on with bingo. For some reason, he hardly ever bingos, but when he does, he usually does like pretty solid with whatever it is. So I gotta respect Dutch J. And then Samu, we all know Samu. Like, he's always good in races no matter what it is, and he does like Link to the Past randomizer and stuff, which I guess transfers some intuitive general knowledge to SMS bingo, maybe. So see about
Yeah.
that.
Hodby and Mutants Abyss. I actually don't know who Mutants Abyss is, but they're called Team 602, so he's probably like a general 3D Mario speedrunner.
Oh, I think Mutant Abyss was like second place behind Onme in the recent 602. So he plays a lot of Galaxy, in other words.
Okay, so at least they both know how to get all the blue coins because they do 120.
There you go. They know
So
knowing blue coins is a big part of bingo.
it is what you see a lot of low tier teams is like low tier teams, like they're decent at any percent, but they got no idea how to get the blue coins. They have no idea how to get the hoverless shines, the niche stuff. So
I only know hoverless because I did hoverless, to be honest. I definitely helped, but learning hoverless stuff can definitely be beneficial. Like, just not even like the craziest strats, just know how to do Pin 3 hoverless, and you are better off than like 70% of players. So,
yeah. All right, Kaffelon and Shadowmire 27. I could talk about us, but it's my team, so it's kind of awkward. All I'm gonna say is
they suck ass.
best team in the tournament. That's all I'm gonna say.
Boo. Boo. All right, moving on. No, on a serious note, I think Shadow Mario. I'm not sure who he is, but I think he's pretty good, so he should do okay.
Yep. Penguin for Roar. I actually think this team suffers the most from routing. I've watched some of the scrims Penguin and Roar have done against other teams, and I just feel like the goals they decide to go for are questionable. I don't know if I agree with it. I think their routing needs to improve the most, and then they'll be good. It's not beef. If anything, this is useful.
You don't hear anything. You don't hear that right now.
Okay. Rats is
trolling behind the scenes.
Behind the
Like,
scenes.
oh, I swear we're epic. Please. He's not really doing that.
If I trash talk your team, just think about it as useful, constructive feedback. Boom. All right. Sniper Tones.
No
Okay. I think Sniper Tones is one of the most interesting teams because. Okay,
I thought you were
going
gonna say overrated. I wasn't gonna say it, but I thought you were gonna say it.
I don't think they're that overrated. Okay, well, in terms of
that
in terms
overrated.
of seeding, I don't think they're overrated.
They're
In
a pretty high seed.
terms-
7th seed is pretty high.
In terms of the number of people who predicted them to win, I think they're overrated. But I think the people who predicted them to win are more of their friends and followers than
But I respect that.
yeah.
Sort of. No, like they're a solid team. Otherwise, they wouldn't be 7th seed. But I don't know. We'll see. They have great synergy. Obviously, it just comes down to execution.
Yeah. I think what they're going to struggle with is I think the teams that enter the tournament with fast players as opposed to good routers are going to have a better and better edge as the tournament progresses, because it's way easier to learn how to route in the short span that the tournament exists than it is to improve at the game. So like if you're going up against someone who has a time that's 5 minutes better than yours and you're competing for the same goals, it's way harder to like get as good at them in terms of speed as it is to just learn the routing. So
Yeah,
think-
I guess that's like routing does have routing, and knowing what to do definitely has priority over execution. But every snipe can come down to one bonk, as Quaniza knows. So execution a factor as well. Of course.
I've seen a few snipes. I got sniped by Quan the other day in a scrim where he clicked pin a 5 from the back hoverless, like less than like 0.25 from when I was able to click it. Like it was literally frames. It sucked.
And the whole theme of this bingo is prove them wrong, and I think some teams like Sniper and Tones, they gotta prove people saying they're overrated, like Kaffelon and AverageTrey wrong.
I think that they would have a better chance in the later rounds of the tournament if Pinna Rush wasn't such a stupidly good strategy, because almost any time they rush for Pinna, they're probably going to lose the Pinna Rush, and I think that's what hinders them a lot, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not beef. I'm just Rats behind the stream.
No rat.
Stop talking. Rats, I'm muting you. Oh my gosh. Muted.
Rats
Alright.
being a known troll as always.
Anytime I say something bad about a team, he just says beef.
He's like beef. And I just ignore it. And Kaff's like, okay, it's not beef. I'm just saying. All right, what's next?
All right. Flaker and Libre. I think they'll do all right, but I don't think they're. I think they're a mid-tier team. I think they're a little bit above mid-tier team. That's
fair. That's fair.
I don't think I have a lot to say about that. I mean, look, I encourage the teams. If I say something bad about your team and that inspires you to get good, then like if you prove me wrong, then that's good for you. So
okay.
Paper and SB. I've got like mixed feelings about this team. I think.
Yeah, I feel like the 2 times me and Sid scrimmed them, they didn't make the wisest decisions. But of course, it's a learning experience, and you can learn just like the fundamentals and how to like improve it. Decision making very fast in Lockout Bingo. So with great decision making, they're an amazing team. But we'll just see how well they choose stuff when it gets to tournament matches.
Mm-hmm. I think that they're just a team that is solid all around. I think their routing's fine. I think their gameplay is fast.
Both players like have done extensive 120 grinding. They have like low 310 times. So
because I think this tournament's gonna be a lot different than the last one. I think the last one, honestly,
aside from having like 3 times the amount of players.
you and I, Trey, we were way better than the other teams. But I think tournament...
except for broken world record in DT, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, then we learned after that how to play Lockout Bingo. So
yeah.
That's failure is the greatest teacher, because when we lost that match, it was such a wake up call to us. We're like, dude, we got to get our shit together, and we really did. Then we did the Amazing Losers run. It was so sick. Oh,
it was so sick.
Oh man. But that was in the past. We're in the present now, folks. So now me and Kaff hate each other.
Yeah, now we've got beef because
we got beef.
Opposite teams, different teams. No, we're gonna battle. Only one of us can be the 2-time tournament bingo winner.
It's true.
And there's a possibility that neither of us win the tournament, and then feels bad.
That would
Man.
be, dude. Honestly, I would be so impressed if a team that's not one of our teams wins. I will. You earn that prize pool, dude, or dudes, or dude and dudette,
Dudettes and dudes.
dudes and dudette people. Them's. All right, moving on.
All right. There's so
That
many
joke went on
teams.
too long.
Motto and Danny. I think Motto and Danny and Paper and SB are basically just mirror versions of each other. I think they're the same type of team.
Explain that one.
Okay, I'll explain that one, brother. I think Romano and
Rogor.
Danny just have solid routing and solid gameplay, and that's the same thing as Paper SB. And I think that match is gonna be super close. I think both teams know what they're doing, and they're both good at the game. And so it's just gonna be a battle of like who makes the better decisions in the moment.
Yeah, I hope it's a better game than the Boss Rush Scoop Troop game, at least.
Volucantalip's legit, by the way.
Yeah, because Value's like putting his heart into this tournament. They could be a pretty tough team. So I'm gonna say.
Yeah, they're legit. All right. There's too many other teams to talk about. Are there any teams in particular you think are slept on or
Let me look at the
overrated?
bracket. I think the best team aside from Rat Nowak is I think that do I have anything we haven't said yet? I think Linky Haywire. I don't know anything about Haywire, but I do know that Linky has been like a huge bingo head in the past, so he has a lot of bingo experience. I'm pretty certain they'll beat Rat Nowak, but when when they get to Fry Guy Berserk, I think that'll be where they meet their demise. IMO.
Pretty sure Rat said something, but I'm muted, so I couldn't hear.
Right, Rat did say something. He was like, "Yeah, I agree."
Yeah, Rat Nowak.
They know, man.
They probably.
But hey, Rat Nowak, they gotta prove him wrong.
They probably could have beaten.
Prove
Fifth
him
and JR.
wrong.
Prove them wrong. All right. There's a Google, Cali Muscle, prove them wrong, and that's the
That is the international theme of this tournament.
That's the theme for this tournament. All right. If you want to prove them wrong, just look up that, and then you'll be pumped.
Gotta prove all the naysayers wrong.
All the naysayers wrong.
It's a really touching song. It's okay.
It's funny.
It
All right.
sucks.
I think it's good. What are you talking about?
Nah.
All right.
To each his own.
What's interesting about Danny Romano 2 is I have insider information that they don't talk over voice call in their matches. They type, but they actually have decent routing, so it's weird.
So they're pulling a Nocturne Stelzig. That is a huge disadvantage, like huge disadvantage. Like if they're doing that, if they're pulling the results they have with that setup, that's insane. So
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, I think we're done with team discussion.
I'd say so.
Moving along to one of the things that I think is really interesting, which is how much do we think Serena Whenever will affect the bingo metagame in this tournament?
Serena Whenever is a huge game changer. Huge.
I'm actually one of the few people with the opinion that I think Serena Whenever is most of the time garbage. And the only times it's useful the only time it's useful is for bosses, one from each level, and like one hidden in Serena.
I have to disagree. Well, okay, first of all, obviously, you're only going to do it if Serena is good in the first place. If it's not, then you're not going to do it. But if Serena is worth doing, it's basically, if you're good at it, it's a better version of Serena early that you can do as the name implies, whenever you want. So, like in the past, I feel like Serena early was not very good for lockout bingo because it was like immediately you had to like commit like, am I doing Serena early or not? And if you don't do it, it's too late because you unlock Bianco. But with Serena whenever, there's always like that backup plan. Like maybe I could still do Serena stuff before I do Penna, and like making the commitment with Serena early to do Serena stuff. You almost never do that unless it's like Manta, because like beyond that, you're giving up a potential Penna rush or early game stuff. So that's my thoughts on that.
In my opinion, I think Serena early is unviable in lockout bingo.
Yeah, I would in today's meta, you pretty much never gonna do it. So
Serena early's bad. Serena whenever, like it's only good if those goals are on the board, but even in that case, it might be better just to grab Yoshi real quick.
it's good when like you can like throw the other team off a little bit, because like the other team may know who's rushing Penna, but the internet, please, what do you? Am I back?
I can see you. Yeah.
Okay, my internet almost crashed. So the other team, also with current meta, I don't know if we're gonna mention this. In the past tournament, you couldn't see who got each goal, so it was like completely anonymous. Like, if the team got a goal, you had no idea which teammate got that goal. However, in this tournament, you can see which of the two people got the goal. So, if you know that a certain person is rushing Penna, and the other person gets a Serena goal by doing Serena whenever, that's a huge mix-up, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it has potential for like mind gaming, like maybe trying to persuade the other team to not go to Serena if you like take a goal or two from there early on. But it's such a time investment. Also, Quanta's saying like 2 from 5 levels. If you want to do the slowest 2 levels like in the game,
That's not a good example, Quan.
then go ahead and do that. Well, I'm gonna do a
Go
quicker
ahead and do
level
Manta.
beat you to the goal. So, yeah, let me do
Yeah.
Manta and a
I don't know what
slow
Quan's
secret.
point there was. I mean, okay, 1 from each. Yes, obviously you have to do that. But aside from 1 from each, not really. I don't know.
Manta not that slow. Apparently Manta's not that slow.
I guess Quan's playing on Nintendo where the Manta can disappear, apparently. That's
Yeah, I
the
guess
only
so.
explanation for that. I don't know, man.
But I think it'll only be good in cards where Pin and Rush sucks, but Serena goals exist.
But okay, like overall, it definitely has its place in lockout. Like it can be a very useful tool.
It does have its place. I just don't think it's gonna like change. Like
I think to some extent it changes the meta for like certain cards. For sure.
It changes the meta, but like I think it's like 1 out of 5 cards maybe.
Yeah, like it's not okay. It is overrated to some extent, but it is a very useful tool ultimately.
Which is why I think Serena 4 Casino skip list replacing Serena 3 no clips is legit because you can't do Serena 3 no clips with Serena whenever because you need Yoshi.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Dude, if you wouldn't have said that, I probably would have like done that like a dumbass and then be like, I don't have Yoshi, so rip.
It de-incentivizes going through Pinna.
Wait, what was your other idea? For what?
I said casino skip. Or Serena 4 no casino skip instead of Serena 3.
You really think that's a good idea?
If you want to make Serena whenever better.
Tile flipping.
It's a part of the game that you don't do in literally any speedrun. So if that's your goal at bingo.
I don't know if it's a good idea, bro.
I think I'm the only person on the planet who likes that goal, but
let's just say that if casino skip wasn't a thing, I probably wouldn't run this game for a reason. So, yeah.
All right. You just gotta do your PD and your King Boo.
I feel like the goals have to at least be, to some extent, not atrocious to like do, or like fun to do.
I'm gonna say get good at tile flipping.
Not even that. You got random slot machines too. That can't get that. It's just random.
Yeah, well, you can lose PD2 by like a minute just because you got unlucky.
Yeah, but it's just more RNG, bro. I don't know.
I guess I just love RNG. All right.
All right, and run any percent more. All right, moving on.
I think that's actually going to be everything that we talk about for today. So
Okay.
we're done with all the topics. If you have any final words, oh my God, he's gone. He's like, I'm out of here, dude. He said it's over. I'm getting out. Follow me on Twitter at Kaffelon. Watch the next
By the way-
matches.
Why do I hear Discord, but I'm not? Am I here?
Yeah, you're here now.
Okay. I was like, I can hear Discord the whole time when my internet cuts out. I don't get it. Maybe Discord just has like epic servers or something. What was I saying before I got cut off? Oh, I was just saying that we're approaching the 2-hour mark, so it's a good place to stop.
Yeah,
So
but follow Trey at AverageTrey. Everyone probably
Thank
follows
you.
him already. I think that's it. So have a good day.
do you
Peace
know
out.
who the next special guest is going to be?
Nope.
We'll figure that out, I guess.
Yep.
So. Peace, everyone.